Hello, welcome to the Mark Janad Show, the cybersecurity show. In this video, I'm going to talk about more Flipper hacking stories in public. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going dark. This is a disclaimer not to use the Flipper Zero illegally, okay? Now, number one, the Gone in 60 Seconds. This is a great starter, clever car pun there, to convince people you've gone full on sci-fi hacker. Despite being really easy, simple enough, you're going to learn to unlock a car at the touch of a button without a key. It does not work on cars without radio keys and may not work on all radio keys. Number one, get hold of a radio key far enough away from the car that it won't activate it, or grab yourself a Ferrata bag. Number two, take your Flipper Zero and choose sub G HZs, with the read raw, then press the central button to start recording. Last, hold down the unlock button on the radio key for a few seconds and make sure you're picking up the code being transmitted. So how does it work? It's a form of replay attack. We're using a valid code to unlock the car. The trick is that modern cars generally use rolling or hopping codes to prevent people from being able to do exactly this, which is why when you recorded the code, you want it to be out of range of the car. Normally the car will only accept each unlock code once, then mark it as used or refuse to accept it in the future. Because accidental key presses happen or signals might not work for the first time, a range of codes are considered valid for unlocking. So what you've done is steal one of those valid codes while preventing it from making its way to the car to be marked as invalid. Once you've used it, you'll find it won't work to unlock the car again. Each one is one use, though you could record multiple codes to get a few extra uses and do the same with lock codes. You may also find if you wait too long to use it, it'll no longer work, as too many key presses have been used, and so the range of valid codes has moved on. The same technique has been used for years for car theft, using a jammer to prevent the car from receiving a code while capturing it using a receiver. Of course, as cars get smarter, there are plenty of other concerns that just having yours stolen, right? Next, and the last one is the music, right? Hack TVs with the Flipper Zero. Now, if you're lucky, the universal codes will be enough. Otherwise, you might need to have it learn the remote codes from the actual remote, or grab them online and uploading them to your Flipper Zero. For the universal codes, you just want to go to infrared and then the universal remotes, then TVs or air conditioning if you need to control that, and it will present you a nice interface to power on or off, change volume or channel. Even if the channel or volume don't work, the universal power codes work on most things. So how does it work? The vast majority of televisions still rely on infrared codes from remotes to control them, and an old trick to check if batteries in a remote are working is to aim it at a mobile phone camera and push a button. Mobile cameras are sensitive to infrared, so you'll see the bulb flickering on the screen if it's working. All you're doing is using the standard codes or recording the ones for a particular television and again replaying them through the infrared port. So really, you can use this for anything with an infrared remote. You'll just need to capture the command, save it, and replay it, at will. Last, we have the spare key, and how does it work? The RFID cards are powered by the reader and activated when they are read. Older cards had no encryption capabilities, and even in modern ones, the encryption is often not used effectively. So let's talk about hotel rooms, right? The number of the room is encoded in the card. Depending on the system used, there may be options to encode a whole floor, a set of rooms, or a master key to unlock everywhere, as used by housekeeping services. So keys are also encoded, usually with a check-in or check-out time. So the only reason to save hotel keys is if you want more data to try and crack the encryption so that you could make your own master key. Not recommended, right? For legal reasons. So please hit the subscribe button, please hit the notification bell. I appreciate your viewership and see you on the next video.